What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and back to another Marvels Avengers video. Today's video, we're going to talk about what I believe this is what's going on in the marketplace today. Spider-Man Homecoming outfit. Yeah, I mean, there you go, man. Like, it is what it is. Let me know what you think about it. Is this you getting it? You finna drop that $14 in today's fashion show contestant for Spider Man? You get it, y'all picking that up? According to Avengers, hey, your Spider Man ain't got enough ass in this suit, so it ain't worth the $14. You let me know what you think by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And bell for notifications. You know what I'm saying? Because you always want to be up to date on what I got to talk about here, especially when it comes to this game and any other game, movie, TV show, and all that good stuff. But today, you know what I'm saying, I want to talk about um uh some things about Marvel's Avengers, you know what I'm saying? I read an article last night from thegamer.com, and it was a pretty damn good article that made some very valid points pretty much about the state of Marvel's Avengers, you know what I'm saying, and the future of the game as well. And it didn't look good. They didn't point it out to look good. So in this article, it pretty much talks about, and it just so happens I have it pulled up still on my phone. Okay, I didn't even think I was gonna have it, but I'll leave a link to it down in the description. Uh, when you basically when Marvel's Avengers dropped, we all know what happened. It just completely flopped, man. Everybody knew everything about the developers of the game and all that shit. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? From the fucking the bugs, the glitches, the horrible marketing tactics, uh, just the lack of care and compassion for the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, yes, it has improved in some areas, but it also, where it improves, they've taken so many steps back. And the fact that they released this game was supposed to set up a whole new genre, a whole new. It was supposed to be this game was supposed to be the catalyst for games like this going forward. Games like Suicide Squad and Gotham Knights. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to say that Guardians of the Galaxy was one of those games, but and we'll talk about Guardians of the Galaxy later because they mentioned it here in this article. But it says here that in the article by Eric Switzer, with Marvel's Avengers seemingly winding down, and that's how he starts the article, guys. With Marvel's Avengers seemingly winding down, it may seem like the damage has already been done. In 18 months since the game launched, most people have moved on from the game completely, and nothing short of full-blown Avengers 2.0 relaunch, and nothing short of a full-blown relaunch could help this game. But I'm talking about I was just going to say CM Punk, cyberpunk-esque reboot. Take the game offline, redo it, and then re-release it the way it should be. Okay, that's the only way that this game gonna get the love. Ain't nothing wrong. Or the only thing that needs love is the way that content is distributed to the game. The combat system, as we can all agree, is just fine. So he goes on to say, and yet the impact of Marvel's Avengers is still being felt across the industry. Not only was it bad for Square Enix's business, but it was an also negatively influenced public opinion around the live service model, Marvel, and perhaps the superheroes games broadly. As I said, this game's failure could leave a lot to be desired from other games. And what if other games don't live up to the hype? It'll just be another one of those titles, another group of famous comic book characters that we know and love. Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy, Batman, Arkham Knight, Gotham Knights, just shit produced like shit. Especially if they follow the same patterns that Crystal Dynamics follow. So the article then goes on, and guys, thank you for sticking with me this far. I encourage you stick around to the end because this article gets good. I really enjoy reading it. After acquiring Bungie last month, Sony CFO Hiroki Totoki, I guess, told investors that the company aims to launch more than 10 live service games by March 2026. In other contexts, it would be good news that Sony has a lot of games in development, but the reaction to Sony's live service push has not been positive in the slightest. The live service model has become synonymous with microtransactions, massive time sinks, short lifespans. Despite overwhelming success to PUBG, Grand Theft Auto, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Destiny 2, Warframe, and Rocket League, when a lot of people think of live service, they think of the worst examples of Anthem and Marvel's Avengers. He then goes on in the next paragraph. To be fair, Marvel's Avengers isn't entirely dead yet, which is not. We don't even know how many people are still playing on consoles. We don't, because the only time anybody ever says anything is when they're talking about Steam numbers. So the game ain't dead yet. You know what I'm saying? But that don't be it's not looking good. You know, a development update was published last week that vaguely, and I said that in the video, man, it don't even sound like they even talking about nothing, but it vaguely outlined future plans for the game, including new heroes, a war table rework, and the return of Nick Fury. We can't even say for sure how much of a failure Marvel's Avengers really is. There typically isn't more than 500 people playing on PC, according to Steam to be, but that doesn't mean that there is an entirely much bigger game player base on consoles, a PlayStation and Xbox. Because we don't, like I said, we don't know. It's possible that the small, dedicated group of whales are buying so many cosmetics. As I tell y'all the only ones keeping this game alive. Each $14 skin y'all buy is them saying, man, we doing it. We're succeeding. Where y'all, you gotta stop, guys. You gotta stop. Buying so many cosmetics that Marvel's Avengers is actually profitable. It's unlikely, however, given the Square Enix has previously what Square Enix has previously said about the game, and we already know that Square Enix threw these motherfuckers under the bus when they got called out for the whole, nerfing the XP system and trying to sell us consumable boosters and stuff like that. So, in a sense, by claiming that the studio was not a good fit for the live service game, similar comments were made about the studio that released Tomb Raider as well, and now Crystal Dynamics is in a strange position supporting Microsoft Studios' initiative on the development of the next Perfect Dark. There's speculation that this is leading to Microsoft buying Crystal Dynamics from Square Enix. If that happens, it will almost certainly be the direct result of the failure of Marvel's Avengers. The ripple effect caused by Avengers extends beyond Crystal Dynamics as well. In most recent earnings, Square Enix revealed that Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy underperformed by saying, despite strong reviews, the game's sale on launch undershot our initial expectations. It goes on to explain that the sales continue to grow, but there's no denying that Guardians of the Galaxy faced a rough launch thanks largely to the failure of Marvel's Avengers. Despite the fact that it had good reviews, it isn't a live service game and wasn't even developed by the same studio. Association between Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy damaged the latter reputation. So basically, I mean, even though we do know, I don't know if y'all know, but the people who made Guardians of the Galaxy, they are under the same umbrella of Square Enix as Crystal Dynamics. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, from what I hear, was a good game. I watched some playthroughs and whatnot. It was a good game. It sucks that game wasn't a team based game like Marvel's Avengers, but I guess it worked for what it was. And I knew people were gonna have a bad taste in their mouth when that game came out because of Avengers, and that's what Avengers has done. It has been so bad for a year and a half that people don't expect the best from Marvel anymore, or any superhero game that will be coming out like Avengers. That's pretty much what the article is saying. And shit, especially if they talking about getting bought out by Microsoft, you know how fast Crystal Dynamics gonna jump ship and lead this game out. Well, then what? Everything that everybody hoping for, these roadmaps, these characters, ain't happening because they don't care enough to actually want it to happen. They just sitting back and waiting to the day they get told that they ain't got to deal with this game no more. Now, how does that make you feel? You know what I'm saying? That isn't to say that the Marvel brand is irrevocably trained or the Square Enix won't have any more successful superhero games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you still got Insomniac's Wolverine game and Spider-Man 2 game coming out, which everybody's all waiting for because, I mean, let's be honest, Insomniac hadn't let us down. You know what I'm saying? They've always given the fans what the fans want when it comes to our Marvel games, and I can't wait for Wolverine to come out because I know how good Spider-Man and Miles Morales and all that. Those games are awesome. They look good. They play well, and I know damn well Wolverine gonna be just the same. But I cannot. I really don't know what to say about Marvel's Avengers, and as much as I'd like the game to succeed, and a lot of people would, it's just not looking too good with the fashion show and the cosmetics, and the only thing that keep coming to the game that's relevant are fucking skins. Like, bruh, y'all if y'all gonna keep doing that, y'all need to start selling exotics with them skins. You know what I'm saying? Like something. This shit is ridiculous, man. You know what I mean? You can't fucking this ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So the article goes on and ends in the final paragraph. It says that uh uh games like like I said, games like Insomniac, Spider-Man 2, and Wolverine won't need to overcome the negativity left over from Marvel's Avengers, and Crystal Dynamics will develop quality games in the future, regardless of whether Microsoft or Square Enix owns them. Because I guarantee they ain't never coming back to a live service game ever again after this. You know what I'm saying? But there's no denying that Marvel's Avengers has had and will continue to have a big impact on the industry because the game is an example of what not to do. Y'all are doing everything wrong. Y'all have done everything wrong, and y'all ain't even trying, bro. All five of y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't all five studios that y'all opened up to help this game, the $150 million, all that, just a big old flop. Now, look, I'm not saying that we are all thinking that other games are not going to be good because this one wasn't. Of course, that's still yet to be seen. But it's no shock and no surprise that what we all have experienced in these last couple of years with video games in general, developers releasing bullshit and incomplete games, not giving two shits about how the game plays or is handled or what, you know what I'm saying? Like all that shit just thrown out of the window because they just looking to make that quick buck. That quick buck that you just seeming to most people who are just seeming to love to give up. They just want to give their money to something, and it don't even make no sense. And you sit here and they're like, man, well, shit, I should have even bought this. Yeah, you probably shouldn't. Not just because it ain't helping you, but because, goddamn, bro, you. But like I said, man, to each his own. You buy whatever the hell you want. Y'all make y'all own money just like I make my own money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep saying what I've been saying. Like we ain't come here for a fashion show. We came here to travel the universe and exist in the universe of Marvel comics. You know what I'm saying? And we are not getting that. So guys, you let me know what you think about the future and the state of this game. You know what I'm saying? Or its effect on any other game like it. Do you think that people are gonna have that same sour feeling or same sour taste in their mouth for other games like Gotham Knights or Suicide Squad? Or is the Marvel's Avengers is just in a league of their own that nobody else is in? You let me know down in the comments, guys. My name is Beanie. A like rating is always appreciated on the video, and your opinion is always valued. You let me know down in the comments what you think. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see you guys later on with another video or another stream. Be sure y'all hit that bell for notifications so you'll know when I do either. Y'all have a good one. Peace.